Okay, this is just between you and me. This is a private video, and before we go ahead and get started, I'm not sharing this with the public. So if you would do me a favor, please don't share this with other people. I really appreciate that. This is a big deal for me, and I'm so thankful that you wanted to find out what I'm doing. So since you wanted to know, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm doing. So I got a ton of notes here. You know me, I can start rambling on, so I don't want to do that. And so I'm going to keep myself on track. So it's funny that I'm just talking to one person here, so if I get off on a tangent and say folks or whatever the case is, I apologize because I'm used to talking to an audience rather than just one-on-one. So I'll try to keep that in mind. So whoever you are, whoever's watching this right now, I just wanted you to know what company I joined, and I'm going to share that with you in just a minute. This is an uploaded unlisted video, so you're going to see very few views on it. And the reason is that it's only going out to some select people. And as the views do increase, they will. And that's because people have probably rewatched the video to get information or whatever the case is. All right, so it's not going out to the general public. So I'm going to start, and by the way, this is a total pre-launch for me. I'm not jumping in and promoting the product right now. It's going to start on January the 2nd. And what I'm about to share with you is very, very cool. And just a bit of a history, I think you know me fairly well and know I'm not one to jump into multi-level marketing or network marketing. It's not that I don't have any issues with it. I mean, it's a $178 billion industry. Of course I don't have issues with it. I personally have not found something that I was just interested in joining and getting involved with. However, this was different, and I am going to be joining a wellness company. It is a network marketing company, and I'm going to tell you why this very much resonated with me and a couple of other factors that got me to decide to do this now. Quite frankly, I was going to launch my wellness site in 2019. And I was going to promote affiliate products like I do now as a branding specialist. You know, I promote affiliate products to help people build their home-based businesses, their small businesses, regardless of what niche they're in. But as you know, I've been doing quite a few health-related videos throughout the year, only because I've gone through such a health transformation in the last couple of years. So dramatic. And most importantly, to be able to put the fibromyalgia in remission that I've been suffering with for about 10 years, where it got so bad to where I really couldn't work anymore. And making this transformation put that terrible, terrible affliction, I don't want to call it a disease, but I put that in remission. And I am only down to, I got off so many medications. I take 2 medications right now, and that's it. I don't know if I'll be able to get off of them because one of them is a thyroid medication, but I take a very, very low dose. So we'll see what happens. But I was on 11 medications, just a little over 2 years ago, and now I'm only on 2. So it's remarkable. And so let me go ahead. So I'm just going to go through my notes. You know, this is very real for me, and my plans are going to happen. You know, because many people, like I said, have seen my videos in the past year. They've asked me, what company do you represent? What products do you have? And I would say, well, I'm just sharing information. You know, that's really all I wanted. But I didn't really know how to package all of this up. And as I was out searching and searching, I wasn't comfortable with how I was going to have to do it. Okay? This kind of came my way. You know, when you're out there looking for solutions, when they say, when you're ready to learn, the teacher appears, that's kind of how this thing was. So anyway, what we're going to do is I decided to launch this now because it's, you know, what's a better time than to start changes than at the beginning of the year, especially when you're looking at possibly losing weight, right? When's the best time of the year to do that? Right at the New Year's resolution time. So January 2nd is when I'm going to be launching this with my team, okay? And I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. So I decided to do this right after that, January 2nd. And the wellness company will be in keto, but it's not a keto company. It's really just a component of a broader company based around wellness. And it's very cool. I'm going to tell you about that. Now, don't share this video. I just want to remind you. So now you might get some value from what I'm about to share. Let's say if you're in another company, about what I'm about to share with you, whether you come along with me or not, you might be able to apply some of these things that I'm going to talk about to with your own company. Or maybe you're at a point right now to where what you're doing is not working for you and maybe it's time to make a switch. I don't know what your circumstances are, but whatever it is, this is what's really exciting. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be launching this with the use of funnels. Now, I recently, oh gosh, for almost a year now, I've been being mentored, and the mentorship became a friendship from a gentleman in Canada. And he started coaching me several months ago. And I've learned quite a bit, made a major transformation in the things I'm doing. And he's a seven-figure earner in multiple businesses, by the way. So what he has taught me how to do is something that can be done in any niche. It doesn't matter what it is. So it's not about taking this particular product and having to learn so much about it to market it effectively. It's great to know all of that, and you should. But where a lot of people have problems in marketing and network marketing or small business in general is not understanding the market psychology behind it and also being able to use technology and having that work within the appropriate social media channels and so forth. So I don't want to get too complicated here, but we're going to be using funnels. And funnels is simply just a mechanism that's very targeted marketing to people who want to see our message. And right now, the #1 search term is keto, fat loss, and the ketogenic diet. It's greater than human growth hormone or even CBD. And the trajectory for continued growth is like this. So it makes sense, and the timing is phenomenal especially for me, because keto is what changed my life. So when I heard this and I was speaking with my mentor, I literally had to drag it out of him and say, what are you doing? And we were talking about keto, and he realized, he goes, my gosh, you know quite a bit about this. And, you know, I told him, I go, keto to me is food. I did all of this with food. But what I was feeling frustrated about is that a lot of people that have asked me for help because they were struggling with the ketogenic diet. And I didn't have the tools to offer them because, you know, not too many people will go down and dirty like I did to go do the ketogenic diet. I mean, I studied it for months and had to tweak this, tweak that, and I was extremely patient with it because I was in a have to lose weight situation. So, you know, I just want to tell you this, and let me tell you just a little bit, just to remind you, you know, I've lost 70 pounds. I can't even believe I was carrying 70 pounds. But let me tell you how I got there. You know all those medications I was taking? Well, when I first started taking those medications, I had gained some weight from an injury that I had, and I gained about 15 pounds. And I was a little uncomfortable with that, and so I was put on some medications, and the weight just started to crept up. Next thing you know, I was 25 pounds overweight. Next thing you know, I was 35 pounds overweight, and I hit about 40 pounds, and I was just uncomfortable. So doctor did a medication change because I was having a lot of nerve pain and the fibromyalgia was just wiping me out. So long story short, in December 2015, let me go back. I've had 3 abdominal surgeries up to that point. Okay, the third abdominal surgery was a complete reconstruction of my abdominal wall. So what they literally did was move muscles from the left side of my abdomen to the right side to cover up an 11-inch incision line that was herniated because I had, I had to have an implant. Well, first of all, they put an implant in to cure a hernia. The implant failed, so it had to be removed in 2012. In 2015, because I got so big, I bent over, and when I got up, I felt a pop, and it was very painful. And I couldn't really see what was going on because I had too much skin on me, too much fat. But I started gaining more weight, and I was very, very uncomfortable. So right around that time, December 2015, I was weighing in over 200 pounds. You know, I couldn't even get on the scale anymore and look at it because I was so disgusted with myself. But I can tell because I had to go up another dress size shortly thereafter, so I know that I had gained some more weight. Anyway, long story short, I got some information through one channel over another about following a doctor, which I did, and I learned all about keto diet. So in March of 2016, I did it. I said, I have to do this. So within a 3-month period of time, I got off one of the medications that was causing all of the weight gain in the first place. And things started to change from then on. At that point, I had lost about 25 pounds, and then I was able to see the hernia that had occurred 3 months prior to that, and I knew I was in trouble. It was a large hernia down in my lower abdomen, and I had 2 other ones that was up higher. Now, mind you, I had an 11-inch incision. So I went into the doctor, had to have this checked out, and they said it had to be repaired surgically. Okay, very disappointing. So I just wanted to wait and see how long I might be able to prevent the surgery. So I continued on and went out throughout the year. And by the end of 2017, we're on 2018. I started this in 2016, correct, because I've been doing this over 2 years now. By the end of that year, I had lost 55 pounds. And then by the early part of, oh gosh, I'm going to say mid part of 2017, I had lost up to 70 pounds. And I've been maintaining my weight since then. And you should see what I eat. It's just amazing. But in any case, I don't want to get off in such a tangent. I apologize. But here's what happened. I did have surgery just a few months ago. And what my doctor had told me, he says, you know, I remember you back in 2012. He goes, I got to tell you, he goes, first of all, let me back up. When he first examined me earlier this year, it was back around April, he just says, oh my gosh, what have you done? You look fantastic, my skin and everything. And I told him, he goes, that's wonderful. And I was teasing him. I go, I drink a lot of kale shakes. So he goes, so do I. Now, this is a plastic surgeon and a researcher at UC San Francisco, and he happens to grow skin in petri dishes. I mean, it's just amazing. So this was important to him, and very interesting that his patient had made such a remarkable transformation. Fast forward to the surgery. Had that in July, and he had come in after surgery, and he says, you know what, I saw you in 2012, and he goes, you look great on the outside. He goes, you look great on the inside too. He goes, the health of your tissues is just so remarkable, a remarkable transformation. He goes, and it's not that things look bad in 2012. They just look so much better now. He sent in his chief resident to chat with me, and then he sent in his other residents to chat with me during my 4-day stay. So if that's not, psychologically motivating, I mean, I don't know what else is. So anyway, as I got off on my little tangent, so I didn't use products to lose my weight in any way. I just did it all with food. I didn't use supplements or anything like that. So, like I said, keto's always been a food thing for me, but the passion is there, and I really want to help other people. But from a business standpoint, I want to know if I want to help people make a difference in their life, and I want to be able to give them the tools to make sure that that happens. And I also want to make money doing it. It's not, it's quite an expense to run videos and do all of this and get the message out. I want to impact people in a very big way. I want to help improve their life. So as I can see this is going to be a high 6, maybe 7-figure business or business income for me, and hopefully for you too. That's if we join up together. So otherwise it's not going to be worth it, really. I just don't want to do this for 5 figures. I can go back out and sell real estate and do that fairly easy. I can make 6 figures doing real estate. So, but I don't want to do that. I don't. I want to do this. This is much more important to me. So here's what it is. I'm on an executive team with my mentor. And what's really cool is that he negotiated a position within the company. Because he's highly sought after, he demanded that he have placement at the top of the company, because when he had a question, he didn't want to have to go through channels to get to people. We have 2 7-figure earners who are already earning 7 figures within this company working for us. This is what he negotiated. And I am on his executive team with a few other people, okay? And this is what's really exciting, and why you may get excited about joining me and being on my executive team, is because we're very much at the top. And that's significant. This is a 2-year-old company. And in the network marketing world, that's the sweet spot for being in a company. If you're in a company less than 2 years, and I've been there, done that several years ago, and it was absolutely a disaster. There's too many things going on, and the company's trying to figure itself out, and there's a lot of transformations. Right around the 2-year mark, things are straightened out and moving along, and that's where this company is. So anyway, I already told you about the most popular fat loss search term is keto. So the team is thinking how we're going to use SEO to promote this, like Facebook ads, funnels, that type of thing, which I will share with you. And let's face it, 70% of all humans want to lose fat. So that, again, is a very large search term. So my business sense is that this is what I'm looking for. And after all, this is how I lost my weight. Now, let's see. So I signed on the dotted line just a couple days ago on December the 14th, and we're going to run on January the 2nd. So right now we're building funnels to be ready to be launched on January the 2nd. And I will help you build your funnels too. We'll build them together, which is really cool. I also want you to know that I'm the right person to align with because of who I aligned with. It is really, really important to be, it's kind of like having friends in high places. And this is really an amazing, amazing opportunity. So anyway, without further ado, here's what you've been waiting for. Here's the name of the company. The company is Bulafit. That's Bulafit. Bulafit. And that's the keto component of this company I'm promoting. And the company's name is Wakaya Perfection. Now, let's see. So why Bulafit? I told you it started with timing. So it's about 2 years old, maybe just going into its 2 years. And what's really cool is that it's not very well known yet. It's launched here in the United States and in Japan. So there's a lot of room to grow, which is very, very cool. I already talked with you about the placement of where we're at within the company. I told you about we have 2 7-figure earners who are working for us, which means that when people come in through our funnels, we're going to employ our 2 7-figure earners to help bring them into the company so that we can continue to go do what we're doing. You see, because we do have other businesses that we're running, and I'm helping people brand their businesses, so I need to continue to do that. I have customers I need to serve, and this is something that I want to serve in this industry as well. So being able to use technology to serve a greater number of people is really what this is all about, and do it very efficiently and cost effectively. Now, another reason, this is what's really cool. Have you heard of Fiji water? It's expensive water, and you know the reason why is because it's pristine. It's pure. And the company, Wakaya Perfection, is owned by the company, by the founder of Fiji Water, David Gilmour. He's a billionaire, and he's owned and has created several multi-million-dollar companies. And what he has said is that he's expecting Wakaya Perfection to even be bigger than Fiji Water. So this is another reason why I went along with it, not so much because of the billionaire, is because of the quality. See, that's pristine. I want clean. I talk all the time about organic, grass-fed. Well, that's what this is all about. This is pristine, quality products. Let's see. Now, like I said, it has a strong keynote component, and I'm going to give you the URL for the video here shortly, but there's more to it. The program involves shakes, burn, and a workout. And I like the program. I like the way it's outlined for keto in that it covers food in the form of a shake. The shake is set up in the proper amount of macronutrients that make keto effective. For instance, you use 75% fat, 20% protein, 5% carbs. Now, where people get mixed up with keto is that converting fat calories or fat grams to calories and so forth and getting all the percentages right, because a fat gram is 9 calories, whereas protein and carbohydrate grams are 4 calories. So figure out the math and then put the 75% and all of that into it. People get messed up. So what's really cool is that the shakes give a guideline, a macronutrient guideline to follow, so that when you're preparing your food, you have an idea, oh, 75%, this is what 75% or 75% in terms of fat grams look like, what 20% of protein grams look like, et cetera, and then you prepare your food. The other component is the workout component. You see, you'd have to put these pieces together in other companies, but this one has it all together. It's the whole package. Plus, the fitness component is managed and run by Owen Kiven. Do you know who Owen Kiven is? Well, he is a bodybuilder, and he has trained Jessica Simpson. He has trained several other celebrities, and I can't think of their name right now as I'm speaking. But he is the one that runs the workout program, which is really, really cool. And then the other thing that they have is a burn supplement that increases metabolism. So having these three components, the shakes, the burn, and the go, the workout, gives you a complete package deal so that people have success with their weight loss. And you know what? When people start having success, they're going to start talking about it. And when people start talking about products, this thing just starts to snowball on its own and sell itself. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, the other thing is, when you look at the sales videos and the tools, they're superb. And then they have a lot of other products too, which is something that are on my wish list that I'd like to promote in the future. But as far as market share, I'd like to have a part of that, but keto is where it's at right now. And those other areas are essential oils, um, anti-aging, that type of thing. This company has all of that, which is really cool. And I want market share for all of those things, but at the right time. You see, when people are buying the product to get what they want right now, which is weight loss, they're going to be looking around the site and start looking at other things too and say, you know what? I love essential oils. I'm going to order some of these too. I love Himalayan pink salt. I'm going to go ahead and order this too. Turmeric. I love turmeric. Turmeric's so good for you. I can order that. This is all part of this company. So that's it, folks. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm just reviewing my notes here. Now you know what the company is that I signed up with. I'll never put this stuff up on my wall because it's a branding thing and it's just so inappropriate to do so. I just don't want it to come across as spammy. We don't want to spam at all. So here's two things that are going to happen when we're done. I'm going to guide you to a video, and just so you know, I won't be following up with you on this. All right, you got the video, you got the information. You're going to go ahead and review this, and if you sign up, I'm going to get notified that your application went through, and then we'll be in touch with each other. Okay, so before we do that, I want to show you a couple things, okay? So here we go. So here's the video that we're going to be using to promote this, and it's very cool here. I've got the volume turned down, but it's a 17-minute video, and it's going to talk about BulletFit and what it is. There's a lot of testimonials here that are extremely powerful. This is Owen McKibben, and you know what? I'm 70 pounds lost, but this is amazing, and I love to see this. This is just the transformation, and when you get your life back, it's just amazing. So anyway, this is the video that we're going to be using, and then the video for this is ChristyJMatthews.com/BulletFit, and I'll send that to you, so that's not a problem. And then you're going to want to go here, and this is where you can look at the website. You'll see my name here. See that there. And you're going to go to Chris Math. So that's part of my first name and part of my last name. Chris Math, KRISMATH .mywakaya. That's MYWAKA. I'm sorry, WAKAYA.com. All right. And once you get to this, and of course, if you need me to send you the link, I'll be glad to. Just send me a message and let me know that that's what you want. Okay. And then you're going to go here and you're going to click join. All right. You're going to select. You're going to select the market you're in. I live in California. And then you're going to go right over here to Ambassador. Okay. Now there's a couple things here. So you need to buy what's called a Paradise Kit and this qualifying volume, which is very cool. And at this time of the year, it's double volume. which is gives you very good high qualifying placement, and you get money off at this time of the year too. This is the one that I bought. Let's see, where is it? I bought the Bullet Fit Challenge right here. So I've got the Keto Fuel, I've got the pink Fijian ginger caps, the turmeric capsules, the Warrior Workout, the Bullet Fit resistance bands, that type of thing. If you want other product, you go ahead and you search around what you want. And then the other thing you are going to need, not only do you need your Paradise Kit, but you will need the Ambassador Welcome and Web Tools. So you will be probably spending about $250 to join if you do the smaller challenge pack, like I did, or if you want to get the Warrior one. It's entirely up to you. You choose. Okay, and you can see the qualifying volume is very, very good, whether you spend $250 or to get the big program. It's only 50-point difference. Okay, so this is huge. So anyway, and I showed you the Ambassador application, I believe. So then you go ahead and you place an order. So let's say we'll just do this, and then we'll do that. And then you continue. Okay, right, got that. And then you continue on. And then you go ahead and you can go ahead and choose additional packages if you want. Go ahead and continue on. All right. You could do auto ship if you want. You don't have to do it at this moment. Let me move me over here. And then this is your application. And remember that my name is up over here. Okay, and then you continue on. So you're looking at about $274 when you get your kit and your welcome kit. Okay, so that's it, folks. So like I said, if I see your application come through, I'll be in touch and we'll begin working together. We'll be having meetings about once a week so that we can get you up and rolling as quickly as possible. The executive team is already working now. The executive team that I am on, like I said, we're placed very top, very, very high up in the company. This is exciting, very exciting. I just can't say enough for it. It's just amazing. So anyway, who knows where this is all going to lead, but we're going to be working together. Yeah, I'm stoked, and we'll just see where this goes. So remember, I'm not going to be sending you a follow-up. If you need more information, get the link, just contact me, but I'm not going to be reaching out to you, okay? All right. So hopefully we'll be working together. I really appreciate your time. This has been 30 minutes. You've been here all of this time. I really appreciate you listening to the end. I hope to be working with you, and I'll see you. Take care. See you on the internet. Bye now.